We have such a close relationship with our Canadian partners. Our state of Illinois has an office in Toronto. I've been there on several occasions because our number one trading partner with the state of Illinois is the country of Canada. And we are very close friends and partners. And Chicago and Illinois hosted the International Water Conference. I think it's called WATEC. And we should remember that conference because they're coming back a year from now. And it's important. All these great companies, including FER-PAL, were at the conference. And if you go into McCormick Place and see all the things that we have to do together to improve and maintain our water, it really was inspiring. And when I did have a chance to go to Toronto, I did this last November, I believe it was, the Grey Cup, which is our Canadian version of the of the Super Bowl. It was the 100th anniversary of the Grey Cup, and it was so exciting to be in Toronto. The Argonauts are playing. They ended up winning the Cup. But before we went to the game, at the invitation of the mayor and the councilors up there, we went to see this great company. We saw this FER-PAL right in their Canadian headquarters in Toronto and saw the technology. You can see the water mains down here. What they do is just plain amazing. It's trenchless technology, and I was so happy to hear that Naperville and their mayor and great leader is with us today. Why don't you stand up, George? We want to give you a hand here, okay? George Pradle is the leader of Naperville, which is one of our fastest growing communities. George is a United States Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Right, George? Yeah, Semper Fi, always faithful. And we have to be faithful to the resources that God has given us. And we're here in Elgin, a great community along the Fox River, which is the drinking water supply of this community. And I want to thank Mayor Captain. He has been a leader in sustainability, in fighting for the environment, in clean water, as long as I have known him. He's really, I think, a trailblazer in our whole state. And I'm so happy that FER-PAL found Elgin as the place to locate, because there are many things we can do together. Elgin is one of our fastest growing communities in Illinois. It's one of the 10 largest communities in the whole state of Illinois. And together with places like Naperville and Elgin, I heard also FER-PAL is in Joliet, which is another very large growing community, and many other towns. I went to high school in Oak Park. FER-PAL's in Oak Park. Chris Meister went to the same high school I did, and we're happy to know that FER-PAL has found Oak Park. And I would say to all of our mayors and village presidents and folks who are involved in water, and drinking water is precious, that this technology is something that can really extend your investment dollars. What we learned in Toronto when I went up there to see firsthand FER-PAL's technology is the city of Toronto has been able to do 30% more with its investment dollars in clean water because of this technology. And we want to thank all these hardworking people, hardworking men over there who are going to be part of the frontline team. You're the guys who are going to block and tackle and make sure that it's done right. It's so important that we train our workers to learn this technology. Our community colleges, we want to make sure they're part of the mission as well, because this is an opportunity for many towns in Illinois, many municipalities, to really extend their dollars. And as was mentioned, we have a clean water initiative. We began about a year ago on the 40th anniversary of the Clean Water Act being enacted in our country. We had the administrator from the United States EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, with us on the banks of Lake Michigan. We kicked off the Clean Water Initiative. Chris Meister and Lisa Bennett, who is our Illinois EPA director, were with us at the time. And it has been a great success already. We've been working with so many towns on making sure we extend our dollars as far as possible, investing in our drinking water as well as wastewater treatment. But drinking water, very important. You can't have growing businesses, you can't have growing communities unless you have a good, solid drinking water supply with modern 21st century water mains and everything connected to that. So we want to make investments in that in our state and do it in a prudent way that really extends our dollars as much as possible. I've said many times, and I'll say it today, that a great American writer by the name of Mark Twain, who lived along the Mississippi River, which is part of our boundary in Illinois, 583 miles of the Mississippi River, and many communities in our state use the Mississippi River for their drinking water, just like the Fox River is used by Elgin and also Aurora for the drinking water. But Mark Twain understood how important water was. He said that whiskey's for drinking and water's worth fighting for. Okay, you got the message there, right, Mayor? Okay. So we're here to fight for water, and we're here to thank FER-PAL and the whole FER-PAL team. It really is a pleasure to work with them. I enjoyed working with them personally, and I want to thank Adam Pollard and Dan Goff and all of our folks from our department that really worked with the company to come here. Their North American headquarters, not far from here. I'm going to Downers Grove in a little bit, and we have another company there called Grundfos, and they're from Denmark. And they've located here the world's leading water pump manufacturer. So we want to have a water sector in Illinois, a cluster of companies that help each other, that really help teach us all how important it is to invest in water technology. It'll pay great dividends for the future and help make the will of people the law of the land. Thank you.